Fighting Talk back again, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Phil DeFries ahead of his bout against Darko Stosic next Saturday on KSW 67. Phil, we're just over a week away now. You must be excited to get in there and get the job done.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm sick of training. The training's just awful. I love it at first, but now I hate it. So just get in there and fight. Can't wait.
I mean, the fight itself, it's a great fight. It's something that's been building for months now, hasn't it, really? I believe he was signed once and then you got picked up an injury. What do you make of Darko as an opponent?
Oh, he's great. You know, he's well-rounded. He's powerful. He's explosive. But he's a bit small for me. You know, I think he should be a light heavyweight, really, or even maybe the big middleweight. And I'm cutting to heavyweight, you know, so I think I'll squash him a bit, you know.
I know this is something we discussed as well in the Narcum bout. You said he was a little bit small and the size definitely played a factor in the second fight. Is this exactly, again, what you think is going to happen with Darko?
Yeah, I mean, most of my training partners are like 115, over 120 kilograms, you know, and I've been going to spar with like 105 kilogram people. That's just so good. It's just can kind of like manhandle him a little bit, you know. So I think he's definitely making a mistake.
You mentioned them training partners. Of course, you've got Mick Parkin in your gym sort of day in, day out. Paul Craig's been coming down quite regularly. Tom Aspinall as well. How much do you find it helps you training with such a high caliber of training partner?
Oh, it's great, you know, especially having Mick on my doorstep, you know, having a guy on your doorstep every day, you know, and then we've got, well, like I said, we've got Paul and Tom, who are like both excellent fighters, you know, so just put me through hell. So I'm sick of the gym because of people like that.
Going into this one as well, there seems to be a lot of mutual respect between you and Darko. I mean, you've been on the scene long enough now. For you as a fighter, is it sometimes easier for you just to have this fun little sort of back and forth as opposed to it having to be a bit like it was with Narcum when he was very sort of not aggressive, but you know what I mean? There was certainly no love lost, I think, from his side going into that.
Oh, I couldn't care less what happens. It can be nasty, they can be nice. Like, I just kind of laugh and enjoy it whichever way it is, you know, so I don't mind how it is. But I do like, I respect them more for not going on like that, you know. I think the more respectful, better fighters are less angry, you know.
I know after your bout with Lewis Henrique, you sort of said, look, you weren't very happy with the performance in that one. And I mean, since then, the performance against Keita, the second fight against Thomas, like, it's almost like it's like the second life now, and it's this aggressive coming forward fighter. What for you changed after that Lewis bout that sort of brought on these last two performances?
Well, the Lewis bout, I shouldn't have fought. Like out of a 12-week camp, I was sick and injured about 10 weeks of it, you know. But like the coaches did a good job keeping your head in the game, saying, "Look, you're doing good. You know, you're winning rounds." But I should have pulled out. It was a disgraceful, awful, boring fight. But I wanted paying and I needed paying, so I had to fight. So, but like this time, I'm feeling great. That's the difference. You know what I mean? Like I've had a good camp and I've trained hard.
With KSW as well, I mean, we've got the belt sitting there on the table. You are the most winningest heavyweight champion in that history. That as for yourself, you look like you're enjoying the fighting again now and you're really back in there. Is that how it is for you? You're back enjoying fighting and back enjoying competing?
Oh yeah, it's great. I love it now, you know. I'll be smiling on the way to the cage. I feel relaxed and loose in there, you know. Just, I'm not worried about anything. I'm not even worried about losing, you know. Like, losing is possible, you know. It's a slight possibility, but it is possible. But I don't care. I'm going to still go out and have my family and loads of cash. So I'll be happy. I'll just get them next time, you know.
Do you feel like, for yourself, you're almost not coming into your prime, but you're certainly in your prime now? I know, what were you, 7-0, 8-0 when you joined the UFC, and it was almost learning on the job, I guess, when you were in there. Now, on this riding this 8-fight win streak, do you feel like this is now the best you've ever felt, the best you've ever looked, and the best you've ever performed?
Oh, definitely. I've got like a proper coach now with Fisher. In the UFC, when I went to UFC, I had the anxiety for one thing, which totally ruined my ability to fight. I didn't really know how to box, and I couldn't wrestle. So like, I was a jiu-jitsu guy who couldn't wrestle. So like, what do you do then? You just kind of like flop into them like an octopus until they fall over. But like now, I don't have my head straight. I've got a good coach. I am coming to my prime. I'm like ridiculously strong. I've never met a stronger, like I've never grappled someone who I think stronger than me. So I think Darko will feel the pain, you know.
For those who don't know, how did your journey in MMA start? Because it's been a long journey for you so far. But how did you first get into the sport?
Well, we watched, I had like VHS, this is the UFC 1 and stuff with Choice Gracie doing like BJJ. Then I went to BJJ and like MMA was like kind of emerging. Everyone was like talking about it, you know. And like I was obsessed with like kind of being like a hard person. I was like, I want to be really hard, you know. So I used to get picked on. So I thought if I get really hard, I won't get picked on. And like it worked a treat, you know. But yeah, I went to BJJ. Then I'd won lots of competitions, and I thought I'll do the MMA, and then I've kept on winning, you know.
For the journey so far, as we sit here now, belt on the table, when you sort of look back and reflect on the journey so far, like how proud are you of how far you've come in the sport?
Oh, great! I mean, they're dead good. You know, I'm like making a life doing what I love. You know, I don't really work anymore. Just do a bit of refereeing what I enjoy, and hopefully leave a good legacy behind. And well, my dream is to get enough money to homeschool the girls, so I don't have to work. So, like in 5 years' time, I want to kind of be in a place where I can kind of retire. And hopefully, fighting will do that for me. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Phil, finally, can we get a prediction off you for how you see this one going?
Oh, I think I'll get a TKO in the second, like the last two. I think. He'll be disheartened sitting in the corner in the first round, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Actually, just quickly as well on something that you just said there. Now that you're not having to work as well as train, I know a lot of athletes have to juggle between the two. How much have you found that's helped you in the development, being able to put all your focus and all your time and all your effort into training?
Oh, it is great. But the job I had for 10 years, I would literally sit in a room and do nothing, play on my phone and that. Like the job would like it should have been made redundant, but they want to keep the money. So like I was kind of sitting there doing like half an hour's work and 8 hours or something. So it was all right, you know. It was all right.
Perfect, Phil. Thank you very much for your time, mate. Thank you.